Well, I think it's really important for us to always bring our sources of joy with us. So when we're noticing that something is happening, it's super useful to consider not just that it's happening, but why or how it's happening. So particularly during the pandemic, I started noticing that there were communities who would wear tails. And of course, as a kid, I loved mermaids and I loved playing mermaids with my cousins. Yeah, that was kind of the only social media content at the time that was feeling hopeful and joyful and not just fearful or angry. So I started leaning into that and thinking what is it about this particular type of media in these communities that are just leading to joy? So through that, I actually had a tale of my own. I started paying attention and systematically making observations. And then, yeah, I'm currently writing a book about those research trends. Most merfolk media or merfolk stories are related to the idea of transformation, which actually relates pretty well to a Christian story. It's all about the ability to not be stuck in our current circumstances, but to find transformation. So yeah, I would say that it is something that I've found joyful myself. My name is Holly Shelton, and I research and teach writing. I didn't set out to be a teacher, I set out to learn languages, and then I got to start sharing that with other people. I actually started my own college career studying pre-med. I was going to be a doctor. And I discovered that I actually loved languages, and that's where I was getting all my joy. So I switched to linguistics. I like it when other people kind of find their aha moments. I like it when projects are connected to things that people find meaningful in the world. If they are writing about something they're interested in, it's so much more interesting for me as a teacher to read it than if they're just kind of dragging themselves through the motions. So yeah, creating space for students to have those opportunities to explore the things that are important to them and make a difference in the world is what I try to build for them because it's what I love myself. Well, I do love being out in nature and creation, so whether that's hiking or helping to set up a community garden locally to help provide better food access and sustainable planting, that's something that I really enjoy. And I think that God is revealed through nature. And so part of that is just being in that presence brings that connection. And then also the same thing with languages. John 1 says that in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, and all things were created through the Word. So in that creative process, that's kind of what we're doing with writing as well. We're continuing to understand more about the nature of God and following that creative process of continuing to understand the world through words.